we go.
So I got a supervisor coming here now, guys. I'm going to let everyone tune in. So we have not entered the jail, right? So we're on a public easement. GIS survey says that we're on a public easement. The officer has agreed that we have not crossed onto their property. And also the jail has not accused us of crossing onto their property. But they want to trespass us from a property that we haven't been on and violate our Fourth Amendment rights by gaining our identification for something. You can't be trespassed for being near something. Let's take a look.
Plainfield, Indiana Police Department.
We're in Plainfield, Indiana.
Yeah.
Is this supervisor or no?
Supposedly.
Just says Plainfield Police, doesn't say supervisor.
Yeah. Yeah, good one.
Okay, that's not caught.
Prior restraint.
Yeah, prior.
But there are cars coming, so maybe he did that just to make sure that cars didn't hit us.
That's a First Amendment violation.
So let's see what this supervisor has to say. It started with, first they're saying we're pointing laser pointers at them. We don't have laser pointers. Then their story changes into it was just flashlights. And then the supervisor tells his jail deputy to shut up because he just perjured himself on film. So now we're going to talk to the supervisor here. Are you the supervisor, sir?
Can I speak to you?
Hold on, wait, let him pull over here. Supervisor or officer, is that the supervisor, ma'am? Is that the supervisor? All right. Oh, I didn't see him. I couldn't see because of the lights.
What's going on, guys?
Hello, sir. Can I have your name, please?
My name's Mike Sandiford.
Mike, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So we're out here filming. We checked the GIS survey. We made sure that we didn't go past the public utilities and cross onto the jail lot. Everything's on film. First contact was the guy in the white SUV, the Chevy, came, pulled up in the middle of the road. Two cars almost hit him. So we crossed the street to go to where the GSI allows us to. We started over here, just because at that point we didn't want the car in the middle of the street. So when we went over there, he said, you know, you can't come, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't come on our property.
Right.
He agrees that we haven't gone onto his property.
Okay.
He just wants to figure out what the hell we're doing. And then this officer arrives.
That is a good question. What is going on?
So, to be honest with you, we make sure that people are doing the right thing. There's nothing illegal with filming. We're in public, right? So we speak to this officer. She's had her body cam on. We appreciate that. And she said that did they want to trespass us? But we hadn't been on their property. So she said, we're going to need everyone's IDs because we're going to trespass you from a property that the property even says you haven't come on. So I'm pretty sure I haven't committed a crime. My Fourth Amendment right's secure, and I haven't trespassed in the first place to be trespassed. So I'm just confused.
Well, the question is that you're outside of a maximum security prison.
Understandable.
I talked to the prosecutor on the way up here to find out what is considered trespassing and stuff like that. And you were asking about IDs. During an investigation with a law enforcement officer, we're allowed to request your ID because we're doing an investigation because you're outside of a maximum security prison.
But is there RAS or PC
Yes.
in this situation?
Because you're actually shining lights on people over there. And
But they started by saying laser pointer officer. So their story is continuously changing.
Did I say laser? I said
No,
light.
they reported to this
The
officer.
false- I don't know.
This is
So
what I
we
gather
did get
from now on.
clarification. It was not a laser pointer. It was
Okay.
just a
Well,
bright light.
I can tell you, anytime you do anything around a prison, you're going to draw attention. Just because we have a bad issue with people throwing stuff over the fence.
And transporting things to prisoners. I understand.
Not even crossing the line.
Okay.
And we didn't even want to cross the street. There was a flashlight used because there was no lights here. This guy's lights were off. We crossed the street. There's no laser pointers. We're not shining lights in
so I can see
people.
what it says, the blue one.
Okay. That's fine. You guys are more than welcome
But we
to stay over
definitely
here.
didn't shine over the
Okay.
gates or at towers. Or,
Okay. And my only concern is going over there and then you actually
We have
getting
no
hurt because
intentions.
once they justify that you're a threat to their property, they're allowed to take lethal force.
We have no intentions. That
Okay.
will never
So
happen.
you guys are more than welcome to stay over here. If I would just please don't pass the curb over there
Okay, so am I cool if that's the marker right now? Because
and not be in the street.
right. Okay, so I can stand on the curb. That's fine. I'm not going to
On
go.
this side over here.
Understand.
So when we
Okay.
talked to the prosecutor, if there's no sidewalk, there's no easement.
Right.
Okay, so all of that is their property.
Right.
That is what the prosecutor told us.
And that's how we can, like, with folks like you that are understandable and can talk. That's how we enact change. Because when people look at the GIS survey, then they could get right. Then they could get hemmed up because
this way is all public.
they could get hemmed up because they're going by what the city's reporting as public.
And that is part of the state. I don't have the
Right.
maps, nor do I have the knowledge to even read one, so I'd have to get someone else involved in it.
Right.
You guys are more than welcome to stay over here. Please just don't infringe on them because I don't want anybody to get
Can
hurt.
you just let them know that so they don't try and shoot us? Because if they could,
I'm telling
that we
you-
can stand on that curb, like on this side.
No, do not stand on that curb right there, please.
No, but on this side.
You can stand over here. Do not stand in the street,
Right.
okay?
So that entranceway we're saying is
That is their
Legally,
property.
state code
The
allows you
prosecu-
15 feet from both direction of the actual center of the easement.
All right. Well, and then it'd be one of those things where I would ask that you guys leave. If you don't leave after a few attempts of me asking you to leave, then yes, I can detain you. Yes, I can file charges on you after speaking with the prosecutor. And then you guys will have to go through all the court system here. I do not have the surveys. I do not know where it's at.
Well, you better come with the facts if we're gonna do that.
Okay. And I'm asking you to respect people that are live armed guards. That if they feel like you guys are trespassing on their property and they can justify it in their half, they
And if
have right to take lethal force, and I don't want that to
Yeah,
happen.
they said we didn't go on their property.
Okay, and that's fine. And I just don't want you.
And
to
that-
I just don't want you to be over there poking the bear.
No, I
trying to
understand,
get him
officer.
upset. That's why I'm just asking you to stay over
'Cause
here on this sidewalk.
I understand. We were just completely
Or
confused
walkway.
because the sergeant that we spoke to, when he went on the radio, he said, no, they haven't crossed onto our property yet. So that's why I'm just so confused that this conversation's happening, because he's saying that he understood, he agreed
Right.
that we weren't there. So
What type of things are you trying to film that keep
I'm
people?
trying to get content for a story I'm working on.
Okay,
we're actually working. Like, I
I'm
mean,
just curious.
just,
We're not here because we're bored.
I mean,
But
we
if-
could be working
if it
on a
was
story showing that
yeah, if
the
it was
GIS survey says you can stand
something-
one
Would you
place.
keep that out of my eyes, please.
And then we could be working on a story that says the GIS survey says you can stay in one place. And then,
Actually, if you would just, I don't mind that you record, but don't blind my officer because
He
you can't
turned
see
it
what you're
off.
doing with your
He
hands.
turned the
Okay,
light
thank you.
off.
I appreciate that.
it's hard to know. Like, if you look at this way, sometimes it's hard to see. I can't even turn my light on right now. So sometimes that's like that can be an automatic feature. I don't even have that option.
Okay.
But we're just the point is that, and I understand you're just asking so you can understand and gain more of an understanding, and you're being very nice with us. The point is that number one, none of this is illegal.
Stress relief.
Right.
Say it was.
No, I'm not saying you have. I'm just saying that's point number one. And point number two, someone might want to come do a story of their own, and they might stand on a part of the property that they checked at the county, they checked with the GIS, it says they're good to stand there.
Have you checked with the prison system?
Don't want to be
No.
alone.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
You may or may not have.
And
to.
here's
I
the
don't
other
know.
thing.
You- but-
The issue started over here, officer. So I don't want to get too far away from the fact that they pulled into the middle of the road, obstructed traffic with no tail lights or headlights, and they almost got hit when we're over here. It started over
We're
here.
not trying to give you a hard time. We're just trying to figure out what
You know what I'm
we're
saying, like
allowed.
that.
And I'm just
for
asking you to
you
stand over here, and I'm gonna tell them that you guys are gonna stand over here. You guys can
We're
record.
pretty much done now.
You guys can record until
We
you're
were
blue in the
getting
face for
ready
I
to
like
leave
her.
until they showed up and all this.
And their concern is that something's going with the prison, especially.
Right. And like I said, and
We have no
The prison.
ill will, no ill intent.
Well, and another thing I'd like to point out, because I'm pretty calm with you, is that, like when we were kids, right, and we were in the first grade, and we played that game where we'd whisper something into one person's ear, and by the time it got to the 10th person, the story is
telephone game.
totally, exactly. So we have people that have the ability, not saying that they did or they threatened it, but they have the ability to use lethal force. and the call comes in that we're shining laser pointers at them, and then it comes down to it's a flashlight. Then it starts off, we used a flashlight to cross the street, and no one got shined at anything. So that's what is a dangerous thing, I think, to me, because one simple miscommunication, which they've agreed it was a miscommunication, could cause lethal injury.
This whole thing like for youth, or is it for?
This has never been a youth center.
No.
Huh?
It was called Indiana Youth Center back in, whenever they made it, 60s, 70s, 80s, so they could get a prison stuck here next to the boys' school.
Okay.
And
Is
then
the
it's
boys' school still here? Or?
No, the boys' school has been gone for at least
gone?
10 or 15 years,
Okay.
maybe 20, I don't remember. Whenever they took the...
I always wondered about that. I thought it was on the other side or something.
It was, now it's a short-term offender, so
Nobody's tight. You can't do nothing. You're making the people.
the short-term offender program, so I don't know what they do over there, but...
So Charles Manson was here,
I
Mike
get called
Tyson
all
was
sorts
here.
of names. If Sir
Yep.
is the
Was
least
anybody
of-
else famous
if
here?
Sir is
That's
the
only two I know
worst
of.
name in your company.
Mellencamp used to get wild. I'm sure he wasn't too far from here.
Well, was
I don't get
Dillinger here?
offended for calling me sir.
No, was
I'm like,
it?
sir,
I don't know.
is it
No.
normal
I'll
that
have to
you
look
say
that
you're an
up.
officer?
I don't-
Oh,
honestly don't know.
officer or male?
All right, well,
So,
unless you guys need anything from me, the only thing I'm asking is that they're on high edge right now.
Well, no, I do want to let you know that I am now, because so now I have an issue, because not with you, but the issue is GIS survey says I can go there. You're telling me that that's prison property, so now I'm going to look into it, and we're going to have to figure this out so we can keep this from happening again, because no one's
I do
rights
have
should be
business card.
violated. And I'll tell you one thing: if you ask me for ID,
You can-
that's why I
you
went
can send
live.
it to the
I was
Plainfield
not going to
Police
give it to you. I was prepared to go to jail. I do this all the. I don't give ID,
Mike
especially when
Stanford.
I'm not breaking the law. Like I believe wholeheartedly in what I
The
do.
only thing I ask is,
do you consider yourself a sovereign citizen?
No, absolutely not.
No, just was wondering.
I'm
because
assuming
I've
a
worked with lot of sovereign
constitutionalist, right?
citizens before.
Constitutionalist.
Yeah, so I
asking a lot of sovereign citizens.
within the laws. We just want to make sure. We
don't believe laws.
And that's another dangerous thing. Sometimes people will say over the radio, we got sovereign citizens here. They can do what they want. The beautiful thing is that this is a free country. And you guys swore an oath to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. However, I believe that foreign citizens, they say they're sovereign. They are not of this country. So I love this country. Okay, my issue is to change what's wrong with it and see if we can affect some change by bridging some gaps.
That's why we do.
Yeah, that, like I said, the only thing I'd ask if you do come back on the property, just give them a heads up what you're doing.
I mean,
That way,
I'm not going to do that. Just because I
that you're
shouldn't.
going to be here. That's all I care about. That way, they're not surprised if they see lights out here.
I mean,
Especially
I'm
if
not
you're
going
doing
to
it at
do.
dark.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to come back until I go check out the county parameters, and then when I do, I'm going to come back with the actual paperwork. And if it says I can stand there, I'm not going to tell them I'm coming. I'll bring a flashlight if I want. That's not illegal. And I'll wait for them to come out and try and arrest me. I'll have the paperwork in my hand, and I'll do that live for several thousand people on a live stream to see.
Okay.
So that's what we want to do, because then that makes your guys' lives easier. So the next time you come out here, you can be like, oh, we checked it out. We understand. As long as they don't go there, then they're
You guys
fine.
Get back to work. We don't want to take up any more
Yeah.
time. We're probably pulling you away from something important.
I haven't seen a forward-facing body cam yet, though. That's pretty cool.
They all are.
They all are. I just.
Weird.
I don't.
A lot of people keep them that way.
Mine's actually on. I was in the middle of serving a high-risk warrant when I got called out to
And
here,
then we
so
can-
He didn't get away, did he?
I don't know. I had to come
I can
here.
dim it, so
Well,
I
then,
can go right
where he's innocent until proven guilty. Maybe
No,
we gave
he's
a good
proven
guy.
guilty because it's a warrant.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he hasn't been convicted by a jury yet. Right?
Unless it's a probation violation on a felony warrant.
It could be. Never mind.
it is.
All right. Okay.
So-
All right. Well, if he took a plea and he's on probation, then he,
So, and put
Okay.
the,
All right. What's your name again?
Mike Stanford.
Officer Standiford. Very good job, man. Very good job.
Well, if do you have any questions before I go back across the street?
So where is it at City Hall, Department of Public Works? I would go to get the zoning
County.
stuff.
County.
County.
Hendricks County, which would be Danville. And I
Excellent.
don't know there because, like I said, I know very little about that stuff, so I have to actually ask when I'm going to get plots and stuff.
Okay. So I'll give them a call. I'm sure with COVID, that's gonna slow things down. I'll give them a call, and I will drop off the stuff to you guys. They're not gonna know when I come here. You guys might. Just so I have, but I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna come back.
I just don't want.
And if I'm wrong, I will release a video saying that but I wouldn't really be wrong because we already checked it. So if it's an issue with the city, and we need to make that work.
Actually, it'll
won't
be with
see
the
us
state
out
because
here
that's a
again.
state facility.
Okay.
The only reason that we showed up is
is this one not federal?
no, this is a state.
This is a state one?
Yeah, the
My
federal
bad.
one is in Terre Haute, the closest one. But
And shouldn't they, like, so I know that this is a public access here. So if this was, so if we stepped foot, I guess is what my question is, if we stepped foot onto the property, then they asked us to leave, then they could trespass us, but there is nothing, before this point, this conversation never existed. If I wanted to walk on the street and walk onto their property because there's no restricted access, once they tell me to leave, I got to get the hell out of there. But there's nothing legally prohibiting someone from walking onto those grounds up until the point of a trespass notice,
again,
right?
I would have to check their rule and regulations, and it may be something to say if a time when the public is deemed to be there, like their visiting hours
During
and stuff.
visiting hours.
So I
Makes sense. Right?
I know if we need to get real technical, I need to call my town lawyer, and he can charge.
Well,
us
we can
and-
call them,
yeah.
just so we can understand,
Right.
because it's our tax dollars, right?
This is not Plainfield property. This
Who
is
the city attorney?
Mel Daniels.
Okay.
So, but this is state property to the point where the only time we come out here is
Because it does have to be posted, right? And if it's something like after dusk, after dawn, they have to post that. You know.
Well, what I'm saying though, if you want to talk to somebody about this facility, you'll have to contact the state.
No.
Because-
Okay. Right.
Just because it's Plainfield,
Well, maybe we could. What do they have here? Not a sheriff? What do they have? A warden?
this area has a warden.
Maybe we can
Warden, yes.
we can talk to the county, and then we can make an appointment with the warden.
Correct.
And we can see if we can try and bridge some gaps.
Correct.
That's all we're trying
Correct.
to do, right?
Yeah, and then like I said, but any state legal questions would be directed to the state
Understood.
and not the town of Plainfield, because like I said, that's state property. If there's an accident on there, state police actually comes and works it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does. I think we're 10-8. We're good.
10-8.
Good to go.
You know, please.
I know all your calls.
All right. Actually, we're supposed to use plain English, so.
I know, actually. You're supposed to.
So when I was growing up here, heck, we didn't go past the creek where
Right,
Dairy Queen
okay.
was. This wasn't even city property.
Well, things change. We got to keep people up to date and making sure that you guys are out here.
Everywhere's
You want to make sure that find the balance between officer safety and the citizens, because we're protecting and serving the public.
Right.
We can find that common
I
ground.
You had the good idea by speaking with the warden after you get done, or
Yeah, I think that's a good way
it
to
might
go.
be a superintendent. I'm not sure what they call their terminology with their guy, the head guy in charge.
But last
or
question
girl.
for you: can someone, and this is important to me, can someone be trespassed for being near a property, not being on it?
If you're close enough and they do not want you to come on their property.
So, well, you're changing gears there. At that point, you're going to whether you're deterred or causing a disturbance. And at that point, we have to.
We've just never heard that before. She mentioned it, and so that's why he's questioning it.
Right.
We've never heard
With
it.
the
You're
state
like-
facility, they may have a bigger bubble than what I realized.
Okay.
But like I
So
said,
they said within 5 miles is what the.
And that
I've
may-
never heard of that.
So you could technically
Technically,
ID
within 5
everyone
miles.
from this church.
yes.
Technically.
But what about the separation between church and state? You wouldn't be able to do shit. It's sovereign ground. It's God's country, right? This is what I mean. We can have some conversation, right? That's what
Like I said,
birthed
I've
this
never heard of the
country.
five
Actually,
mile.
I've never heard of five.
If my night was
But
complete,
I-
I would be
that's
meeting
when
up with the
maybe you
person I'm
can
supposed to be meeting up, and I would be enjoying my Dairy Queen right now. So
You gonna go buy me one of those blizzards?
I just
Oh,
ate
they're
one.
closed.
I know.
So we kept you from a warrant, and you kept the fat kid from a blizzard. What do you think's the bigger crime against humanity?
Oh,
This
blizzard.
fat kid not getting a blizzard.
That's what I'm saying. All right, you guys are free to go.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for
Guys,
your
be
permission.
safe.
Have a good night, guys. Wow, great job by the officers. Fails by the deputies. Fails. Now they're getting educated. Now they're getting educated, guys.
Free education by Plainfield PD.
Yes, absolutely. So it's not illegal to film, and that's the reason I stopped you today. Right?
Why he stopped you today?
Yeah. So wait, where does his property go? Is his property the street? Can he conduct a legal stop in the street?
The cop or the
The prison people.
Hell no.
Oh, then I got another question for Officer Mike before we go, because I got some footage you might want to see.
Doesn't matter. They can't do anything.
They haven't gotten IDs, guys. So when police ask you if they have no probable cause, RAS, you just don't give the ID. You don't give it.
You gave them their 10-8. Let's get out of here.
You sure?
Freeze, motherfucker. I'm out.
Officer, quick question. I'm sorry. Do they have jurisdiction to conduct like a traffic stop or anything in the street?
They
They might.
Okay, that's something I also want to look into too, because he doesn't have lights or anything
I
like
was
that.
asking him about who the warden was here. The warden's on the bottom there, but he said he retired the other day.
Oh,
So
perfect. So we're in between wardens.
Well, the acting warden is a Trisha Podoris or something like that.
Trish Padoras. Okay.
Yeah. I have no idea how to
I can
spell
look it
that.
up.
Sure, we can look it up.
Yeah.
I would assume if you go to the Department of Correction, Indiana Department of Correction,
Yeah.
they'd be able to at least direct you in that way.
Okay. All right. Thanks, officer. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you too.
So are you guys going to be here for a while?
Nope, we're done.
No, we're out of here, man.
I was going to say, we don't have any other prisons in Plainfield, so.
No, we're out of
This is
here.
our only story is this one, but
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. You guys got a blog or something that you do?
I'll give you my channel name so you can check it
fine.
out. If you do a good job, you should be able to know. Should I tell him?
it's up to you.
I'm sure I could find it if I really wanted to.
I want to see your detective work. Leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe when you find it.
Alright.
All right.
Whose vehicle is that?
Mine.
Okay.
Wow. No RAS. That's crazy, officer.
No, I just want to know who it is.
All right.
Well, guys.
Have a good night, man. Oh my God, the deputies are so butthurt. Now they're receiving a free education. Behind us is the education. And that's why I wanted to ask him that question. 5 miles. So you could ID everyone coming on this church? Yes. No, you can't. Separation of church and state. That's one of the founding natures of this country. State was separated from church back when Henry VIII was King of England, and he removed himself from the Catholic Church and declared himself state, right? And they separated the church from state because back in the day, you know, the Catholic Church or whatever church had so much power, they could dictate the citizens. They could dictate the rulers.
He's gonna want my plate so bad.
You can go get that plate. I mean, he might try.
Yeah, he probably will.
What's up, Brett Vincent? And that's the reason we stopped you today. Because that deputy was really gay. He didn't know the law. God gave him the short straw. He's gay and stupid in every way. What do you think?
I can't believe he's like threatened to arrest us.
She thought she was gonna get IDs.
No IDs.
No IDs
No
today. I mean, Auditing America might give his ID at a post office, but we don't do that in this neck of the woods. You want to ask for that cop's number?
I already did. She married me.
I wish I got
You
that
did. You
line.
macked on the cop.
And you know what he said? After I'm over there barking at this fuck, because I walked over and said, here's where we're at. You can't ask him a goddamn fucking thing, right? You're in a state road with no fucking lights, and he's in public, so you can get the fuck out of there. That's what the fuck you can do, and that's about it. And then he pulled over to the side. He says, oh, I'm doing all the work. Again! And I feel bad now, because News Now Omaha Cop Block Auditor is doing all the work. I don't want him to feel like that.
What are you doing today? Chuck? You doing all right?
Pretty good as long as you don't speak.
Guys, 334 in here, 114
How's
likes.
that, man?
Get it up.
Rich.
Get that like button up right now. Let's get it to 200. That didn't be hard. I need everyone on the count of 3 to smash that like button. 3, 2, 1. Smash that like button now. Such little likes. Well, I mean, my channel rating is 83% on likes. So, you know, we're doing pretty damn good. Sometimes you just have to remind the people. They're so enthralled with Chuck's driving, they get to smash that button till the screen breaks. Mito, what a great job done by AFA today. Kate, be sure to report that. Don't forget, Mito, share, like, and subscribe. thank you to Chuck Bronson and Mrs. Bronson. And am I missing anyone, Chuck? I said me, I said you, and I said Mrs. Bronson. Did I forget anybody? Oh yeah, Omaha Cop Block. Make sure you subscribe to him. He does all the work. Now seriously guys, unfortunately there's just some things we can't do, right? We can't be black, okay? Oh, here we go, we gotta stop.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
News Now Omaha Cop Block Auditor, are you ready? Guys, put it 2 if you have not heard of News Now Omaha. Put it 2. Okay? I want to find out what's going on in your life right now. Alright, we got a couple people that haven't heard of Omaha Cop Block. Head over to his channel. Oh, Chuck just assaulted me with his big blue cock. Hey, they haven't heard of your channel, so how do they find out about your channel?
Well, go to Omaha Cop Watch or
What's Cop Block?
Omaha Cop
It's
Block.
News Now Omaha Cop Block Auditor.
Yep. No, just type in Omaha Cop Block. It'll pop up.
All right.
And watch my videos, subscribe, and we'll be filming all day today.
So what are we doing right now?
Doing a traffic. We're going to film a traffic stop.
We are.
You really don't know? Use that one just in case.
I guess we're gonna film a traffic stop, guys.
What's going on when we get there? Turn that fucking light off, man.
That's not my light.
That's mine. This might be the warrant they were trying to execute. He left a warrant to come deal with us. That was nice. Smash that like button and please do it now because that sergeant at the correctional facility has sex with cows. Allegedly, I assume. Ah, I got you a subscriber.
That's good.
That is good. Thanks, Erica. Guys, smash that like button. You can also help us out. The state of Indiana is trying to restrict my Fourth Amendment right to travel. So you want to help me out? PayPal.me/accountability-for-all. PayPal.me/accountability-for-all. Seems to be one cruiser here on this traffic stop. Hand on his gun. You guys see that? That might make a good thumbnail. Hand on his gun already. See that, guys? Hand already on his gun.
Take your hand off the gun, sir. Don't do that.
Why are you in front of me?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to.
We're not coming to get in your car, don't worry. Stay over there.
I think News Now Omaha Cop Block likes to get in people's camera shots.
As you say that.
I got out of your shot. Now you're standing in mine.
More planes of police.
They're coming more?
Well, this is more compared to where we just left.
Let me get over here. Shout out to Amito.
There's another cop coming right there. Look, another cop coming right there.
Oh,
Yep, another cop.
Omaha spies with his little eye. Something that begins with tyrant.
Cop right there.
I wonder if it's one of the ones we just met. He's blocking an intersection.
Don't tell me what to do. Do your job. Do your job. Get back in your car. Do your job. Don't tell me what to do.
I thought there was music coming at me, but there's not. This is where I wish Indie News on the Street was here, because they'd be blocking his handicap accessible ramp. Guys, again, hand on gun. We got a hand on a gun. We love putting our hand on the gun. Where's Mrs. Bronson? Hey, Fraser Turpin. Sergeant Prick reporting for Doofus. Oh my God, there is a Blue Line gang sign printed in the back of the vehicle.
You gonna be an asshole too? What's the truth?
450 people watching, only 177 likes. Let's get that like button to 300 right now, people. Do it. Let's get that like button up. I'm from Boston.
You wanna be an asshole? I'll tell you what an asshole can do. You don't know me at all. You never respect me.
He's running for mayor.
Flash your light in my face and see what happens. Alright, you know what?
That's actually called prior restraint. It's a First Amendment violation. So,
You like my flashlight and that big as yours.
and we got a third.
Hey, keep flashing your light in my face, man. Stop flashing your light in my face, son. Stop flashing your light in my face. Go do your job.
I am doing my job. I'm being aware of my surroundings.
Well, that's called prior restraint. You can shine your light. You can't obstruct our First Amendment right. You can be aware of your surroundings. You just can't use a light to obstruct a constitutionally protected activity. It's called prior restraint, and it's been ruled in the Supreme Court it's illegal. So just de-escalate, bro. See how aggressively he said that? Just being aware of my surroundings. Mike was good. This corporal hasn't addressed us. I mean, this guy's shining a light trying to obstruct my First Amendment right. Look how big that that monopod is so big.
What's that sergeant's name we just talked to?
Mike.
What was his last name?
Guys, what was that officer's name that we just talked to? The supervisor.
We just met with
He wasn't a
5 minutes
sergeant, I
ago.
don't think so.
No, he's a supervisor.
He was a supervisor, yeah. Mike something, Stidfield?
No.
Guys, 520 people in here. I need that button to start jumping. Let's get to 400 right now. And if you guys make that like button go to 400, we will teach Officer Dickhead all about prior restraint.
We need 10,000 people in here tonight. Let's go. These cops are already acting crazy.
Yeah, that's not a bait car. We don't know who that person is. We've been live since the last stop, since we were filming last. So we saw the lights and we pulled over. I mean, it's very clear. But look at the side of their cruisers. The side of their cruisers is literally a flag code violation. The side of their cruisers. One cruiser, one cop for a traffic stop. Then you got 2 additional cruisers and 2 additional officers for cameras. What's your name and badge number, dude? Hey, what's your name and badge number? I just need your name and badge number. Do your... Well, it's his departmental policy to identify, right? And I'm not being rude to him.
But I'm a supervisor. Okay? I'm asking him to leave to de-escalate the situation. Okay, his name is Smith. I think 340.
Smith, 340.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's his badge number. Okay, I'm Corporal Casas, U270.
Hi, Corporal.
All right, any questions, guys?
Good
Yes.
job.
Yeah,
De-escalate.
you did de-escalate. I do that.
You did a great job.
Yep.
Question. I do have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this officer, he shined his light in a fashion to obstruct a constitution-protected activity. Supreme case law, it's called prior restraint. And at that point, he said that he could do that because it was officer safety. So I just wanted to know what statute or state code officer safety is that
Makes it higher than
that makes it
safety.
higher than Supreme Court ruling.
I'll direct you to our administration to answer that question. Okay. And for yourself, sir, if you want to file a complaint 100% within your right, just go down to the Plainfield Police Department. I'll get all the paperwork done for you.
Do you have complaint forms? Are
Do you have
ready to
a-
go?
Yes.
Cool.
And do you have a business
Sweet.
card?
Yes, sir, I do.
See, that's nice. to
Excellent job de-escalating. So we've met 2 supervisors, and both supervisors we've met have de-escalated and have been calm. You know, so we appreciate it. Is this Mike? Hey, Mike.
It's just us again.
Mike, you wouldn't believe what just happened.
Hold on, I gotta have my stuff on here. We're done now, but whatever.
Mike always shows up when we're leaving.
Good at that.
We already were in the Barrington for the night. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike, you always show up when we're leaving.
Okay.
I was just... Excellent job by Corporal Casas, de-escalating.
Hold on a second. I
Yep.
put my cameras on too.
So,
Where are you guys at now?
well, we were driving by and we saw this stop, and we came over.
It's gone now. Cleared out.
And Officer Smith started shining the light in the camera lens, and I said, well, you know, that's prior restraint, so you know you can't obstruct a First Amendment right. And he said, well, I can for officer safety. So he wouldn't Corporal Casas identified him. He refused. That's him right there. And I just was asking what statute trumps the Supreme Court ruling on prior restraint, or which statute is officer safety? Is that
Over public safety.
is that a municipal code or a city code or a state code?
If you want to give me your running cards, I'll research it and I'll see what I can do for you.
We got his card, and he said he said he'd have to find out.
You're gonna have to get a fishing permit and do better than that if you want to
Where's
fish.
your, business card. How come he has a card and you don't?
Hey, he's got a business card.
Because he's special and I'm not.
That's not fair.
See, you haven't had your Dairy Queen, and now he's ahead of the game, and you're lacking. He said you always show up late. He also said that in a ring, in dual engaged combat, that he would kick your ass 6 ways to Sunday. He said
That's
that.
why I have a dog.
He just uses the dog.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so. That's what he does. He tries to use the dog. You
Remember,
press.
we're talking about me being a big fat kid, right? I don't like to run anywhere. I can't be first at anything. I'm too old, man. My joints hurt and stuff. I need
Okay,
some
well,
glucosamine.
so he's got the dog, and you're left out here dealing with us. So he's got a dog and a Dairy Queen,
Yeah, I just got the good looks.
and you're doing the hard work. All right, I get it.
You guys are 10-8.
What's with this? So you've obviously heard of flag code violation, right?
What?
Flag code violation.
U.S. flag code violation.
Oh,
So the flag has to be displayed in the 13. It has to have all stars of the 13 original colonies and the colors red, white, and blue. If it's displayed in public capacity, like if you have it on your house, whatever. But we have the American flag. That's a U.S. flag code violation. I know there's nothing you can do about it, but just
You're
another
more than welcome
thing.
to contact my chief about it.
I will. Are you going to take a job as the chief?
Me?
Yes.
No.
What if we asked politely?
You guys were so professional.
What if I offered you a Dairy Queen?
No.
Last question. If I was able to fit a kilo of drugs in my sneaker, that's a feat. Should I be allowed to go free? All right. All
One
right.
had hurt.
But that's a pretty good feat, right? That's a pretty
Depends
big.
on your shoe. I saw 13 Brits picked up the other day, so it was pretty interesting.
In a shoe?
No, but one hand.
You got big hands.
No,
Is it LeBron James?
just how you do it. How you stack them.
All right. Once again, we're 10-8.
You just made live cops for the second time tonight.
Officer Smith.
No, stand forward.
Stand to forward. That's and
And
Smith was the dick.
And it's corporal.
Corporal. I thought you were a sergeant.
Nope. I'm the highest ranking officer right now just because of time.
Well, you don't have a dog, so can you give him one of your stripes so he can be a sergeant, and then you can be like a
Actually, I wish
PFC?
my sergeant was here because he would deal well with this.
Is
Is he-
sergeant above corporal?
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
All
What's
right.
below corporal? Anything?
In this capacity, patrolman with our rank
Patrolman?
structure.
Like what? First class and second class and third class. Is that how you do it?
We have probationary officer, then first class.
Is Smith probationary?
He is not.
You got it. Can you have a talk with him?
He was scary.
He was.
I'll review
Hand
it.
on his gun.
We record the police all over the country, and I've never seen one act like that. That was scary.
I even felt bad for Casas. He walked up and he goes, "Just securing my surroundings, Corporal." And I was like, "Be careful. The guy hasn't had a Dairy Queen yet."
Again, this guy was really good.
Yeah, he was. He was good.
Because he's old.
He said you're old.
He said he can kick your ass, Corporal.
Actually, we just walked together. Remember the story of the old bull standing on the hilltop, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
See, we can be nice when you guys are nice. We're only dicks when they're dicks. All
So
right.
I know
Guys,
what.
be
Are
careful.
you guys gonna be in town?
No, we were on our way out. We saw the lights.
Oh, okay. Just stop to investigate.
Yep.
Yeah. If you hear about guys with cameras, though, I mean, it's us. There's no reason to.
Let him know cameras are not illegal.
All right, all right. All right, man. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Mike
too.
Jennifer, and your name?
Josh.
Josh.
I'll give you my name just because you've been so
I'll give you my
nice.
first name, Floyd.
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 Chuck with a fist with
All right.
COVID.
I got.
You heard him. He said Chuck got fisted during COVID.
I have hand sanitizer if you need it before you leave.
No, I'm good. Thanks, man.
Be careful, guys.
Take it easy, man.
Stay safe, bud.
Again, the supervisors de-escalate dirty, dangerous cops.
Dun dun dun. Freeze, motherfucker.
Freeze!
Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.
Undertaker.
He's definitely gonna want to get her place now.
Yeah. You guys gonna be around here? No. Well,
The sidewalk too.
if someone calls with cameras, you shouldn't be sending the police. 600 people make that like button jump up in the air. Make that like button higher than Officer Smith must have been to try and obstruct our First Amendment right. Thanks, Justin. And guys, you might say like, oh, he's being a bootlicker, he shook a hand. Did you see what happened? The reason that Officer Smith drove back around is because he wanted to see if his supervisor would take his side and ream us out. He didn't. So they were just nice to us and shook our hand, and that caused dissension in the ranks. Now we're doing a little misdirection on them.
Let's see if they follow us, man.
Look, it's the police!
The dog smelled your ass again, didn't he?
I said, look, it's the police, and I ran. His boots were like a piney green mint. Freeze, motherfucker. Oh, he's smart. He's turning around. Look, it's the police. Freeze, motherfucker. He's gonna catch us. He went by. I was like, no name. I hid in a bush. Well, that's the other one. Oh, he got us. Oh no, he found us. Hold on, guys. Is this him? No, he's over there. He's waiting. He's waiting, guys. Oh!
He doesn't know where we're at yet.
He does. He's taunting us.
Well, he's not. He's looking around.
That's him right there. He's trying to see if he can identify our vehicle.
If you walk up the car, yeah, pretend to be nice. You know, like.
No, I think he's just playing a game with us, to be honest. Dun, 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 dun.
How to shut the lights off, so I had to shut the whole car off.
Doodle-doo, doo-doo.
You have a girlfriend, Josh.
Pull back up.
Oh, there, turning. It's funny. Here he goes again, making another U-turn.
We'll get those plates.
Once you know who Chuck Bronson, they gonna know who all of us is, man.
Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Dun-dun.
The gas station's closed. Nope, wasn't him. I thought it was.
No, it's right behind him. It's right there, see? Is he gonna turn around again, you think?
We'll wait for him to turn around and we'll turn.
Oh, we got another one behind us, I think. We got one behind us.
Damn it! It is too.
Fuck!
Get that down.
Oh, you random.
Huh?
You guys get out of the car and run or not?
Open
No.
the door and close it real quick. No, don't.
Let's see who it is. I bet you it's Smith. We're filing a complaint, so he's gonna have to send a supervisor.
Roll up your windows, lock the doors.
Put on my mask so he don't identify me.
Retaliation.
Trying to tell you, man, I pretend to be nice. I be trying to tell you. Paper 10.
Retaliation.
Supervisor.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
You just weren't done with the live show, was you?
All right, the reason
I didn't know I couldn't.
You can't, just so you know, I copyrighted, that's the reason I stopped you today. If you say it, it's legal, it's intellectual property.
Okay, can I give you $1 to use
All right,
it?
yes.
Okay. Give me your address and I'll mail it to you in a check form.
You can keep it, donate
I
it.
pulled out there, I didn't know.
Right.
It
I
was
saw
like,
the red light.
and the light turned red as I'm cutting mine out, and I was like, I don't know what to do at that point.
Well, at this point in time, my job requires me to go ahead and write you a warning for the reason that I stopped you, or a ticket, but I'm just going to do a warning, so I do need your license and registration.
I don't have my license.
You don't have your license on
Nope.
you? Okay. Do you have,
I left it in my other car. I normally always keep it in my car, and I don't usually drive this, and I just took off. But I
You
do
have
have
the
registration, I'm sure.
is the registration in your name? sir?
Yep.
I might have that.
You might have what, registration? I thought it.
Right in the back over here. Is it right on
I'm
the...
afraid if I'll give you $1, that'll be like bribing in reverse area, though, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Is this one it?
236 12K1, you can disregard.
17.
There are some papers right down there.
No, it's expired.
Because it got the same plate number on it.
Yeah.
It'll work. If
Hold
it,
on.
that's 18.
It's
19.
19. I'm gonna make sure this is this car, not a trailer.
Well,
or
you don't want to give
something.
me that one because that one's expired by your.
This one's good though, right? No,
Actually,
that one is too.
let me look here.
But they are the same. I got the good one in here, but it'll be the same.
Nope, this is the good one. All right,
This?
you guys see the expiration date right there?
Oh, I see it. I was looking at the other issue date.
Sit that for me.
Guys, he said that's the reason I stopped you today. Not cool.
I pulled out of there. There's nowhere else I could go or what I
Right.
could do. I mean,
There's no signs there. So
there should
guys,
be like a no left turn or something.
Guys, what happened is Chuck's taking a left, there's no left turn sign, and as soon as he takes the left, there's a light right above that you can't see. So as he's turning,
It turns yellow
goes from yellow
and red.
to red. So if he stopped, now here's how you beat this in court. He said he's giving us a warning, not a citation, but if it was a citation, say you go through a red light, right? It just turns red. That's legal. Your argument is that you're causing a danger to society if you jam on your brakes to obey that light. It's greater good of safety. So he's not gonna give him a ticket,
We don't think, but you never know.
but you never know. Oh, we got Corporal Cassis here too. Oh, he's gloving up.
He's grabbing the gloves.
Watch out, man.
Damn, again.
That's Corporal Cassis. We got both supervisors here.
Well, they know who we are. They know who I am now.
They know who he is.
Not like it matters. But
By the way, I called it in.
They were stalking heavy too. They wanted to find out who the hell
Yeah.
we were bad.
Well, there's a simple answer to that question. It's Chuck motherfucking Bronson. Yeah, they were looking for us. They definitely were looking for us.
This one.
600 people, only 314 likes. I need you to smash the like button right now. If it doesn't go to 400, I'm going to stop recording in the middle of this traffic stop, and I'm going to do it.
I'll be recording, so it don't matter. You just want me seeing it live.
Mama B, thank you. I love you too. Mwah! Never trust a cop.
They pretend to be nice, but they really mean, bro. I try to tell you, it's like a snake.
Is one leaving? Oh, they had 3 cars here for us. They're all...
Turned around.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in trouble now. Oh, no ticket, no ticket, no ticket. Oh, I don't know.
Is it pronounced Wilkins? Okay. Since I don't have a driver's license, it's going to take me a little longer than it normally would. Most of the time, it's just a couple scans. Could you verify some information for me?
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Yeah, I got it.
Right, you did
Would
have
it
that
be
muted.
bad? I'm sorry?
You did have that muted for the social
Yeah,
security.
yeah, I
number.
just turned it back on now.
Okay.
Would it be bad if I got out and walked away?
If you want to, you can.
Can you get out and record
Excellent
the traffic
job.
stop?
What's that?
Can you jump out and record the traffic stop right here on the sidewalk?
If you want to, yeah.
Excellent job, officer. Most cops will tell you that it is not legal to do that.
Appreciate that.
Right.
So we're not gonna interfere.
Legally, passengers aren't a part of the stop, so that's why.
Right, and I don't have any.
So guys, that is how you do it. Hey, Corporal. Till like, it was not on purpose. When we pulled out, because it didn't like say no left, we weren't sure which way to go. Because I'm live, so I had GPS. We turned out, the light went from yellow to red, so we just didn't know what to do. But I was always taught, like, if I'm going fast and the light changes from yellow to red, just go through it, because you're causing more of a danger to just jam. And we knew you guys were behind us.
Yeah, it's either way. It's a tough situation.
Right.
State law requires you to stop when it turns red, as long as you're before the white line.
Right.
Is it safe to slam on your brakes?
Right.
No. Each time is a little different.
Well, when we're wrong, we fucked up. You know, we fucked up. When we're wrong, we admit it. I felt like you guys were looking for us. I saw one of you guys with your headlight trying to, because I was ducking behind bushes. And when I seen you guys, I started running.
I wasn't. I was.
I don't know, maybe it was Mike, but I saw someone looking and I ducked behind a bush and I took off running. Because was it you trying to look for us? That light, I remember that light, dude.
I'll have them.
I need one. Space Auditor, what's up? Sir, it's your Fourth Amendment right not to ID to the police. You should just take the arrest. Oh, I know you, never mind. This is great. He normally records everyone else getting pulled over, and now this is great. Now he's the one getting pulled over.
At least it ain't me this time. At least it ain't me. I get pulled over a lot. It ain't me this time. I feel great. I feel big. I feel good.
Colorado exclusive, just for getting supervised, for getting the supervisor pulling you over. Yeah. And they're nice. There was an infraction, so they can ask for identifying information at that point. It's their discretion if they want to do a ticket or a citation. This is like it's like a reunion. We've hung out a couple times tonight.
At this point, you're going to be thinking about the dinner on your tab. On your tab.
Yeah.
Only there's a good side profile.
All right, I got the thumbs up.
No, you're all right. That's. I mean, we give, like, when they get crazy, like Smith, I screamed at him. He's like, you know, we'll exercise our rights, but when you guys are doing the right thing, there's no reason to come at you. Right now, you're doing your job. You know what I mean? There's no reason, because we need good cops like you to go arrest the bad cops. Guys, 4th police cruiser that's pulled over, because this is kind of like, you know, sitting in the game with the popcorn, watching the first pitch.
Probably just en route back to station for some paperwork.
Oh, is that where it is, right over there?
It's on the other side.
Gotcha. And guys, so just so you know, the reason I asked is, you know, can I get out of the, there's no law against me getting out of the car, because I believe it's Sims is the case law. However, the officer at that point, he can take control of the occupants in the entire vehicle if he believes, and he has RAS or PC, that they present a danger. Right? So this situation is a normal traffic stop. There's no danger, so he can't restrict us from getting out of the car. Most times they say, can you stay in the car, because they don't know what's going to happen. You could jump out with a gun or jump out with a camera. However, our point is to show the law, so that's why we asked if we could get out. There's no RAS to believe that we are, you know, committing a crime or pose a danger to greater society. So we're out here filming, and that's what we wanted to show. So excellent job. Yeah, the last couple nights have been freezing, like 80 during the day and 45 at night. I left where I'm from to get away from that.
I don't like cold weather. As long as we're this distance, I don't have to put a mask on.
Personally, I don't care for the mask, man. When you do whatever you want, you got the freedom to wear whatever you want, man.
Yeah.
I personally don't care. I wear it because for my own health reasons, you know. I don't want to catch that virus that's being spread around. Might wake up and can't breathe and can't do nothing, so I don't want to take that chance in that. That's why I wear my mask.
David Epic, what do you mean? You say being secretive about their names and info is a bit weird, kind of hypocritical. That's the whole point. Maybe I misunderstood your question. We don't have to give up our names unless we're suspected of a crime. That's why our names are not given up.
You guys have a channel?
I would got to be on fishing, man, but
I was just curious.
yeah, do some fishing, man.
Yes, mobile command station.
Facebook page. Yeah, I got Facebook right now.
Guys, smash that like button. 600 people in here and only 367 likes. If we get it all the way up, oh, what? You want to see the trolls have fun? If you get the like button all the way up to 600, Corporal Carrasas will tase me and then take me into custody while I resist. Let's see how fast it goes up. Well, no, the fire hydrant, first of all, we're plenty from the fire hydrant. However, this is a traffic stop, so this is now an emergency incident area, so we are not in violation of any ordinances. And secondly, what you guys should know is if you ever have a question, this is kind of a pretty clearly marked vehicle, but if you ever have a question of who's pulling you over, may not be police, or you feel that the area you are not safe is at, it is always legal to, you know, I would call 911 and say, hey, listen, I have someone that's behind me trying to pull me over. I don't feel safe pulling over here. I don't know if they're a cop. I would like another officer to come to where I am, and I'm going to keep driving until I can find a safe place to pull over. That is also legal. As long as you're not going 90.
I don't know why they do it. I wouldn't do it, but people do it. Don't know why they do it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, you're not even getting paid to risk your life, man. I wouldn't even, hell no, I'm not impersonating nobody. I can't impersonate no cop, man. That's his person, yeah. I don't know if
You don't have the bad haircut?
I'm bald. I'm bald, man. I'm older than you think, man.
You know, you can't believe how many people pull ARs and guns on him for doing right now what he's doing. Nothing different. Mask, camera, public easement.
Really? Yep, they pull a whole bunch of guns on me, man. Been tackled, I've been sent to jail.
Not for like hitting them, but for when they come up, he's doing this, and then they ask him questions, and he doesn't answer them, and then finally after that, he'll be like, listen, I'm not detained, I'm not answering questions, end of story, leave me alone, now you're bothering me, and then at that point, they'll draw him at gunpoint.
Really?
Yep.
Got it on video, bud. Camera don't lie, man. And they'll grab me and try to set
And they
up.
said, well, you know, you see a guy with a mask and a gun, and, you know, first of all, like, these cops aren't wearing masks. The governor mandates we wear masks. So our first issue with him is that he's following a governor's order. And secondly, he has a camera. Like, that you can see the cop on the video literally pointing the gun. He's standing just like this. And he says, drop the camera. The camera's not going to shoot you, and I wouldn't drop the camera either if someone knows that I'm unarmed. I'm standing on a public sidewalk in broad daylight. I'm not presenting a threat, and you're pointing a firearm at me. I want to record every second of that.
And in case he shoots me and I die, I want it to be on camera. I don't want to die, but if it happens.
That was in Clinton County, and it was Deputy B. Knapp. My channel name is Accountability for All.
You know,
Accountability for All. And the name of the video, so you can show the other officers, just so, because I don't think you'd respond that way, is called Filming While Black. That's fine. We'll jump in your car.
Since he got
I was gonna say unmarked lane change.
Find out my name anyway through his channel.
All right, you guys are free to go. Well, he's free to go. I don't know if you're gonna go with him or not.
Well, I was gonna ride with, what's the dog's name?
Axel.
Axel? Oh, that sounds like a friendly name. Never mind, I'll walk.
Not a Dairy Queen.
See you there. Hey, slow down.
You gave me 8 tickets. We're going to the PD next. Show people. He smells the drugs on that guy. We got.
So what does it say, like warning? Oh, warning right on top. All
Look
right.
at that.
Just a warning, guys.
Yeah, got me a warning.
Disregard traffic control. Yeah. Just a warning.
Yeah. Pretty nice guys.
That's Axel. He doesn't like you very much. It's weird. He didn't start barking until Floyd walked over there.
Let's get out of here quick.
You don't have to give it to me, but the site that you told me, I already forgot.
Which one?
The
Accountability for all.
Oh, accountability for all. I don't mind if you check out my channel. Have you subscribed though? You have to subscribe.
I'll subscribe.
All right. You go onto YouTube
Yes.
and write accountability. Once you get to ACCO, like account, it'll pop right up.
So then I'm old, I slow on the technology. All right.
Just write accountability, and once you get like towards the word account, it should pop right up as the first
See at
one.
the top accountability.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hit the subscribe button? Oh yes, hit it. That's me. Awesome.
Thank you.
You're the best, man.
Safe.
Have a good night.
Careful out there.
Yeah, they're just gonna use my lives to see where we go, but that's fine. That's another subscriber.
There's another cop right there.
Where? Oh, I'm gonna tell. He looks suspicious.
Let's go check out his dog.
Check it out, guys. He looks suspicious. This guy looks suspicious.
Can we pet your dog?
Hell no.
I always wondered how that worked. That, like, you know, if people can interact with him or not.
He's semi-social, but when I put on his work stuff, he knows he's working.
That's work time.
He's a different dog.
And then when you got him at home,
When I'm at home, I take off his collar and stuff, and he's like, hey, we're
you can
gonna have
relax.
some kibbles.
There you go.
All
I
right.
think you said kibbles earlier, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He likes ice cream too, though.
No.
Yeah, there it is again. Dairy Queen. Shots fired. I didn't get a Dairy Queen.
Oh, damn, they all information.
They got my information.
They got mine now.
How?
So this thing is
Because he told his channel name. You know, he got my channel. I assume they're gonna know
It's not
mine.
like it matters in the first place.
What up?
No, because you know what? They start sharing it through their computers, and my Motorola.index.
Gets more
whatever
views.
gets more views.
What up? Yeah, what up, man?
Thank you, Mile High Medic. I sent Chuck a little PayPal love.
Yeah.
Mile High
you.
Medic. Awesome.
Thanks so much.
All right, man.
So Mitch.
It's better than Nebraska. The prison system's better than Nebraska. You can buy out a debit card.
Now where are we going, people?
Tuesday.
Did that surprise you?
You know what's so
Yeah,
funny?
yeah.
Two prisons in one night.
You're always filming traffic stops, and now we got to film your. You know
awesome.
Lafayette's gonna be watching
Oh,
that.
they're gonna love
give
that.
you so much shit. You can't. You run out of
They're not
town.
going to file charges because it's only a secondary offense.
Well, they were cool about it, though, man. He could have gave me more tickets too.
Yeah, he could have just to get back in here.
Cannot complain.
Guys, you saw how we were dicks to Officer Smith? That's because Officer Smith was a dick. You see how we were nice to them? There's Officer Smith right there. You know, trying to pull us over again. They all drove
He's
by.
clocking too. He's full beam clocking.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing like 5 under. Hopefully you don't give me a ticket for that.
Smith? Now they're going to watch our lives.
That's a great example. They let us out of the car. We talked about, so they can only take control of the other occupants if there's probable cause that they've committed a crime, or if there's reasonable articulable suspicion that if they exit the vehicle, they will create a danger to greater society or whatever.
I need to double check on that. Mims versus Pennsylvania too.
I did.
That one cop saying, acting like, oh, the officer gets to control the entire stop and everybody in it.
No, only if there's articulable suspicion, or if them getting out causes a greater harm, like you're on a fucking highway with no
He
way
would have to have
lane.
PCRAS
Right.
on that each individual passenger.
Right.
He doesn't just get to take the control of the whole damn thing for no reason because he wants to.
Right.
You got lucky. Chuck Bronson knows the cops. And Chuck Bronson and the cops are best friends.
No, they are not.
If the guy would have gave me a bunch of tickets, the video would have been a hell of a lot better.
Yep.
Because then I wouldn't have been so nice. Well, the thing is, here's the whole thing. I would not have been in that situation. I would not have made that turn. That would have never happened if these cops weren't acting crazy and stalking us and following us like we're doing something wrong.
And now they know our information.
And when they make the public feel that way, when they haven't broke the law, you know, that is kind of a problem.
We need to fix that. Chuck Bronson's the advocate for Indiana. I mean, Miami, Florida.
He's the advocate. But let's be clear, Chuck Bronson and the cops are not best friends.
All right, I'm just making that up.
Thank you, Chrissy.
I have no problem being friends with cops as long as they're gonna, you know, treat people right, do the right thing.
I'm trying to get me a cop girlfriend, man. That's how I'm trying to do that. Pornhub.com.
You just said porn. No, okay. Guys, so there's. Do you want to play a game called Find Out Something Personal About Omaha He Doesn't Want You to Know?
Oh, what?
Press 1 in the chat if you want to play a game called Find Out Something Personal About Omaha That He Does Not Want You to Know. That's not good, he says. That is not good. I only get 3 ones. It's not overwhelming. Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling him. Go ahead, tell him, Omaha. Go ahead, Chuck.
What?
What Omaha does
In the back of his car? You already told him.
while he's driving.
I ain't telling them.
All right. Never mind. Chuck doesn't want to tell you.
I don't even want to know what he does.
Well, he told us what he does.
I didn't forget. How can you forget
I'll
that?
just give you 2 hints. It happens while he's driving, and he has lotion in his side pocket. You figure out the rest from here by some crack detective work. Fap. Nobody knows this is fap.
I only do it once a week. I save the semen. So when I'm fucking with it.
Oh my god. You didn't want to tell us to tell the bare minimum, but you're giving the full details?
I'm trying to get a cop.
He's gotta save that semen for the female cop of his dreams.
That's right. Bend that ass over. You know what I'm saying? Stick it right there.
And the typical 5 foot tall black guy prefers white women.
That's right. I can't stand black people. I can't
You
do
were
it.
just macking on
The cop.
no, a black woman from Gary when we were doing that job at the mall.
He also hit on a girl at Potbelly Sandwiches, and she was like,
Yeah, my customer, you're in there
Leave-
macking on my customer. Get
leave your
phone
card
number.
in there. And he's like, I always pull out. Not cool, Omaha. Not cool.
Where are we going next, everybody?
He says, I dare you to fill your pockets with dog shit and let him search. That's actually not a bad idea.
Hey, you want to search the officer? I get notifications.
Now that the cops know your channel, they're probably regretting not giving me 10 tickets. And he was the canine cop too.
See that bottom one that just came in, Sean?
These guys record the cops everywhere. We did that last night. That's where I slept last night. Ball State. Muncie, we did Muncie last night. That's where we finished the night off. Did we go live? We didn't go live for any of that, did we?
Big Ink Media Group, what's up?
We're in Plainfield, Indiana, or we was. I don't know where we are now. We are headed west towards LA.
All right, guys, I'm ending this live stream. There's going to be much more to come. And make sure you do one thing. Reserve your right to smash that like button.
Do it now. Hit it, do it. Hit that thumbs up.
See you on the next one, guys. And that's the reason I stopped you today.
Freeze, motherfucker.